Liliya Bachinskiy Myroshnik always wanted a big family. She had 3 sons and she and her husband Anatoly dreamed of a daughter. By the way, the family is originally from Ukraine and now lives in California. And so Liliya got pregnant and on ultrasound she was told twins. And then they clarified, you have twins. Siamese, fused heads. And who is reading the little book so carefully here? Carefully reads the little book. Who is this? Who reads the little book carefully? Who reads the little book carefully? Absorbs all the information itself. And who is our shield there? And I think the girls are out.
Well, hello.
Say hi, it's Mika. And this is Avi, Avechka, say hi. They want a recession. I'm going to fall asleep soon now. Yes, don't embarrass me, so different. Here one is having fun, and the second is serious. But although it's usually the opposite, it's frolicking. Tired people want to sleep. So, come on. Say hi. Well, were they a little bit of a son? That's it, and this is my eldest son. Hi, there. Yes. What did the doctors say anyway? So is it some kind of predisposition or what? But as I was told, it happens. One case, it may be due to the fact that at an early stage, without knowing that you are pregnant, you take some strong drugs. And the second case that can play such a role is, in principle, that it played in my case that the cell did not begin to divide immediately, but waited as if for 3 days, and then began to divide. And she didn't have time to share until the end, and it turned out that the children remained united. We're going for a walk. Dad made a homemade stroller for them. And I'm walking there. Yes, she's not that sweet.
Oh, Lileka, aha.
Well, that's what the doctors told me. Well, they told you. And you? Well, as a normal person, I was shocked. For the first half hour, I didn't think at all what, how and it can't be at all. This is a mistake. This is now let's go check again and everything will be fine. I didn't even know what this word meant when they told me this term, I didn't even remember it at all. Already sitting in the car, when I started to leave, well, something to call my husband, say. I thought that in general they told me that with our children. And when I went to Google, translated into Russian what it means, of course, I was stunned. There was a repeated shock. Naturally, such an inner hysteria, such hopelessness, such a state, well, it cannot be described. And, probably, the first hour and a half, about 2 hours, probably, that's what was bugging me. Since I am a Christian myself, I naturally have all the questions and complaints about God. Why? For what? How? Why me? And I, in general, so all the claims said that, you know. Well, that is their if. Either do a miracle, or, in short, take the children. What a bully, all that kind of stuff. And then there was absolute silence, such complete silence inside. And I'm like, well, it's not like I hear a voice, what's inside, I don't even know how to convey it. Somehow I didn't want anything anymore, nothing. I'm talking, that's all I want. I say, I just know that I won't survive. Just take my hand and do this is all that will happen. They will die, they will not live, they will be disabled. What will they be like? I accept them as they are. Just guide me through everything so that I can go all the way to the end. And that's it. I came right at that moment, such a world came inside. I stopped crying, I didn't want to cry anymore. I began to have some right thoughts. We started living a normal life. We waited for the children, blessed them, prayed for them every day. Every day I just proclaimed life to hold back for my tummy and enjoyed my pregnancy, lived an ordinary life. Is it possible? Is it even possible? Is it possible? Yes. Is this really even possible? Yes. Here. It's true. It's true. I say this before God and other people who are my loved ones who knew me, seeing me on. But baby sure you know, yes, what is it? It's a holiday when someone is also with my friends. We had a baby boom, too. And there were a lot of these holidays that we go to congratulate the mother who is expecting a child, we carry gifts. That is, when my friends saw me at such events, they confessed to me later. They really thought that I was crazy, or God had closed my mind to me at all, and I didn't understand at all what was happening to me. That is, because I looked like a normal person, healthy, positive. That is, I continued to live as I lived. Did they think it was strange?
Yes?
It seemed very strange to them. That is, they are. Well, they thought I was a little crazy against the background of everything.
I put them like this. We put them like this.
I don't like. You're a rainbow, I'm a watercolor. Do you promise? I don't believe it. We write together.
People after that, well, a lot and still speak out a lot. You know, there had to be an abortion. You, in short, are stupid. You know that there are doctors here, they are smart, in short. And who are you, do you know? Without a higher education, Anne imagined herself here, but my husband and I immediately said that abortion is not our option. We'll leave it as it is. As it goes, so it will be. Our Bethlehem. A beautiful place. That's great. Come on, smell it. Smell how it smells. Are we going to make meat? That's it, agreed. I've had a lot of ultrasound done. Well, we followed them. In this clinic, where I have already been examined, what? Well, in general, there were a lot of clinics there, but this is the main thing that has already led me to childbirth, here. That's right up to 5 months, he's just like that. Well, no matter how upset they were that I didn't want to have an abortion. Despite the fact that I later found out that my doctor, she was also pregnant, too, well, at an early stage. We had a difference there for literally a month and a half. And she's straight. You don't understand what you're going to live with. How would she be so indignant and... Well, no matter how much they resent it, I'm sitting absolutely calmly and I'm not going to do anything, as it were. I can't afford to kill my children. I'm responsible for them, and if I allow them to be killed now, it will be one death. And if they are born and live for a day, two, a week or two and die, it will be a completely different death. Therefore, as if, well, I don't take on such responsibility to go for an abortion and do anything. And all the more so, I say, we are believers, everything may be just the beginning. Wait, what about childbirth? The birth itself? Well, the birth. Everything was planned for the 30th of December. It was a little difficult childbirth, too. When I got to the hospital, there was such a moment. Everything was fine, that is, I felt good, and they came to me when to put an apidation, I do not know. In general, something went wrong there and my blood pressure dropped completely. When I got sick, they lost not only my heartbeat, but the girls too. And after that, they took me to the operating room and began to prepare me immediately for surgery. And thank God that my condition has returned to normal. Within half an hour my body calmed down, they operated on us.
He's the first of many hair loss, ladies.
Kleka.
Quiet, quiet, quiet.
I'm not Mom's sweetheart.
Sleeping?
Mika woke up.
What did you see there? Then I had an MRI in our way. Where are they? They still kept saying that the separation of girls can be unrealistic because of the cerebellum. Do we have a cerebellum in our head? He is responsible for vision, movement, all this, then from the cerebellum, if he is one for two, then it will be unrealistic to separate them so that two live. Either one or the other. Here, and they kept repeating it to me, they kept repeating it, but when they did an MRI, they saw that everyone has everything of their own, that even their brain is there, everything is separate. It is close, but everything is separate. Nothing is connected, nothing. Call me on Saturday, he says, please. Another one will come to visit there nearby, to another hospital, to check on another device. Because well, we look at how unreal it is, what we see is like so that we check again. They literally said 20 minutes. Well, I lay there for 5 hours and a half. And that second device, it was older than the model. In general, I had a tantrum right there because I was going to suffocate now that he was so small. But the doctor then said that he was saying, on this old device, which, well, doesn't seem to work as well as the new one, he says everything was so clearly confirmed that. Well, it couldn't be clearer. That is, they already knew that they could be prepared 100% for separation, and they, in principle, had already begun to prepare for their separation. And who's holding on to the handles?
Who's holding the handles?
My sweet, good ones. What kind of floor is sweet? Listen, a little Philistine questions. Look, so it turns out that they are only fused with bones and skin? Or were some organs also close to each other? Here is the main artery in our head that passes, it was like one for two, but not quite. This, such a miracle is like well for, not even for doctors, we just, well. When they got to this artery to separate it, it says something, they're still talking about it. That's what the artery wasn't in this one either. It's like a big vein. And there is blood flowing in two directions in this vein. They shared 40% of the blood between them. And imagine, the upper walls go in one direction, and immediately another blood goes in the opposite direction along the bottom. That was their main thing, how to disconnect. And because of this wreath, they were worried about Mika, that when they would have disconnected her, they would have blocked her there. All the cases, then Abi was clear how to close it and what. And they were a little bit worried about Naki. And they talked too. They generally gave something 10 to 15% that she would survive. If he survives, he will be disabled. It's this girl here. And she's a hustler, too, and such a commander, and an activist and sings, and that's it. What is it?
What is it?
What is it? Is that it?
Is that it?
What?
What? About the separation itself. That is, this is actually, as I understand it, a unique procedure. Yes, the process was very long. And we planned that they would be separated for 6 months. And then the pandemic started, not all offices were working, and in general it was difficult to order what we needed. Their expenders this special pouch. He played a big role in stretching the skin on the head. In general, they lay in Nicaea, when they were just born, for a month and a half. We took them home. So sweet, huh? It's hot today, isn't it?
It's hot.
Moms, it's hot, baby. It's hot for us today. In theory, in a month and a half we were supposed to go back to the hospital, but a pandemic started, a lot of things were closed. All these problems, while we got through, ordered what we needed, while it came, then at the end of June 28th, we only returned back to the hospital. I was at home with the boys all day today. We did our homework, we studied at school. I'm back with the girls now. Tomorrow is our day with the girls. That's how we alternate. Sweet ones. We put them on their tummies so as not to interfere with their stretch marks. I will not show it, it does not look very good.
Here.
Well, these are our fish.
That's it. Someone is moving here. Who is here? A button.
That's how we sleep. According to calculations, there should have been an operation in August. We've already chosen the day, that's it. But, unfortunately, this is what's stretching the skin when it was going, and there the seam did not heal in time. It was necessary to stop to fill this liquid. Well, in general, it all dragged on until October. I lived in a hospital and I lived there with them for more than 6 months. I have 3 boys at home with my husband, as if we don't see each other. Well, it's hard, they're homeschooled to me, all this needs to be controlled. Life in the hospital is very tiring, very stressful. Here, as if the first month was nothing. The second one was already tight, the third one I would have just given up, but just as they say, I don't know where to give up. That's why I try to be strong. Here, the operation will be like booking 24 hours of all employees, which will be quite a few. There will be a very large group of people. Here, I think there are well over 100 involved. That's all about it. Therefore, as if everyone is preparing.
What it says in here? Let's see.
And what's here?
So cute.
Sweet girl.
Honey. Honey. I'm already out.
And now we need to calm down a little.
I'm sitting rocking. In general, I wanted to do this update, that the operation is going well, everything is fine at the moment.
Операция проходит успешно, все хорошо на сегодняшний момент.
The skin was disconnected, the rock was disconnected. Now recently they just gave me an update that the main thing is Vienna, for which we were most worried. They've already blocked it. The girls are in stable condition, everything is fine. This is the most important thing. Everything seems to be going according to plan. The operation will still go on for a long time, somewhere like an hour, 2, 3, somewhere about officially separate the girls, and after that it will take about 6 more hours to do to close this place. Everything is beautiful, as they say, and it's right to do the reconstruction of their heads.
Cranial separation. Yay!
Perfect.
Abby already in her.
Don't grab her face.
The completed operation lasted 24 hours. The girls were separated at 4:15. They were put on different tables already and until the morning, as if until 8 o'clock, their heads were reconstructed. I do not know what language to speak to us.
I'm sorry for my English and I'm sorry for my Russian. I don't know what language to talk right now. На каком языке говорить, я не знаю. Oh my goodness, so much love.
She needs to be corrected, she is uncomfortable.
Was it a long rehabilitation? It was supposed to be a long time, but we are also in the current. So, they were separated in October on the 24th. This is already the end of October, the beginning of November. And we lay there until December. Well, for a month, so to speak, they still lay in this operating room. Oh, not an operating room, but as an intensive care unit where? Here. Are you so sweet here? Who's sweet, huh? Who is sweet? Mom's girl? Mom's Anya? You can't touch it. You can't and sit down. Where is your baby? Where is your bathhouse? Baths. Baths, right? Oh, moms. And then we were transferred there. They were transferred there to another floor already clean, where they really just did rehabilitation with them. Here.
Another puppy?
Abby, you tired? Are you tired, Abby? Oh no, Abby.
They continued to take medications, there are antibiotics, everything is fine. But when I took them home, they were still taking them.
Ah, yum yum.
Delicious? Delicious. Mom's 2 buttons were stingy. It was such a long way. I'm still working with them too. It's not that it's all over. I take them to a chiropractor. Well, as it were, she won't say that it's straight massages, but they do special techniques with them there. I see that they help a lot.
You're so cute. Abby. Abby. Mika. Micaela. So here we go. Like in old days.
They're a year and 8 now, I think. A year and 8, God, I'm already confused. They will be 2 years old in December of the 30th. What can you say about their development? Do they have any special features? What can you say about their health? It's okay. The only thing they have is that they will need another operation, but in about 2 years, probably somewhere so as to completely close the rock, because Mika has more of a spot where it is soft. But she lives as if normally, it's not failed, there's nothing there on purpose, as if they put such insider protections. That's it, well, the brain, everything, it's normal, as it were. But if you don't know, you can't practically see it. You're beautiful.
Yes.
Sweet girl.
And how do they develop? How are they? Absolutely fine. Naturally, they are a little bit. How is it in Russian? Lagging behind. Here, Avi has been running for a long time. Mika is just now. Here she literally took her first 5 steps a couple of days ago. That is, she is still so afraid, but she's so neat by herself, she's not in a hurry, she's thinking about her own. She has a different character, she is more calm. A bit is more fearless, rushing, she needs everything. Therefore, Abby is already walking here, and Mika is kind of starting right now. And so, as if mentally, I absolutely do not see any deviations. AFM, I just can't figure out who has a little bit of eyes. It seems to me that there are a little bit of features. Mickey has the same puzzle gene, but it's our natural one. It's called lazy eye in our language. That's what I was told. On the other hand, she has the fact that she was lying in such a position, it is still visible to the skull, as a little as crooked and became. And now it, too, pulled her this eye. It turns out that right now, when we are engaged in chiropractor, it is half leveled with her, that is, without doing anything. But we were at the eye doctor, of course. She said that don't worry at all, that even if it doesn't align, it's a very easy procedure, that is, well, it only takes half an hour, they told me, it takes like an operation, but they cut something there or what to do with the muscles, and it releases the eye and it's fine. How many children do you have with Anatoly? 5. We are waiting for the 6th boy. Come on. Yes, here. Oh, listen, I congratulate you. And then I want to ask you one last question. Well, what is your main conclusion from this story? What is of course with people? I began to look at people differently and react that everyone is going through something. Everyone needs some help, attention. Regardless, in principle, well, I've always been told, you have such a big, big problem that my problems are there. But me. I understood that big, small, when a person has something that hurts, it hurts. And it doesn't matter if it's big or small. And when people say something negatively, it does not mean that he is a bad person there to take everything away. That the person too, he has something hurts inside. There were many different conclusions. There were different stages, I had to forgive, and cover with love, and continue to communicate further. And experience your own at the same time. What, Zayechka, what is my good? Give me your toy over there. Open yes, to her. What, she won't do anything? I'll buy you another one if she breaks it. Yes. Yes, well, as if in general, yes. Well, naturally, values have changed. These material things are there, which are not many. We live in a small 3-room house like this. We are removing the brand. And many there now need a big house, we need such that there is a straight car too. Here, Liliya, you need to go back and forth. And I look like this, I'm so happy with everything I have. That's real in general, I say. I can't in any way complex that at all. Or there to be dissatisfied that I live in such a house is not posh, yes, there. And that I may not be on such a car. Well, my car is fine. It's just like, well, I realize that these are such little things. These are such trifles just in general compared to the fact that our loved ones, relatives were healthy, so that we were at peace with each other, that we somehow loved more, somehow forgave more. Here, these, I say, are the greatest values if there is something to eat, the right to live well, as if a roof over your head. In America, it is important to have something to drive. That's basically you. Well, you're the happiest person, maybe, in the whole wide world, in theory. And how many times have I caught myself thinking that I am still in such circumstances? I am not depressed, I am a happy person, that after all we are all alive, that our life, it has not changed much in principle. Well, as if I mean morally, then immaterially. Materially, it has changed a lot. Here, but morally, as if outwardly, that we were kind of drooping, depressed. There were, of course, days when operations, of course, are natural. You're sitting there, worrying, whatever, 24 hours there. Well, there were some moments, of course, when critical, what were you really going through there? But I think this is normal. That is, everything, when everything passes and you are so calm again, everything, you go on to yourself.